Yes.
We're supposed to be playing and writing poems about boys instead of coming to hospitals, aren't we?
She can still do those things, right? You still write poems about boys like every day, right?
No.
So tell us about you have cancer.
Yes.
What type of cancer do you have?
Osteosarcoma of my femur.
So it's a bone cancer, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the prognosis for you? When did you find out about it, and then what's the prognosis?
What day was it?
Well, how long ago was it?
Last year
Mm-hmm.
during March.
And so you first find out that you have cancer, you come to All Children's, and then what do they tell you? And, this place seems to have, I imagine you were pretty scared when you first came here, right? And this place seems to have an amazing ability to just go, all right, here's what we're going to do, here's what's going to happen. And then for some reason, you start to feel a little more at ease. So, right? I mean, is that correct?
Yes.
I mean, most of the kids we talk to seem like they are not
They don't mind being here.
terrified to be here, which, is usually the opposite when you come to a hospital. So what are some of the things that happened in the beginning when you came here? Like, what kinds of treatments did you go through? What did the doctors do for you? Should I ask Mom that question? Okay, so Mom, when we first find out that something's going on with Faith, what were some of the first things that the doctors and nurses did?
March 26th is when we found out of 2013. She was 13 at the time. We were told we'd be here, so we came in and they ran a whole day's worth of preliminary testing, baselines for everything. Then we went back 2 days later, had her port put in, and chemo was started that day. It was Good Friday.
It's all that quick.
It was within 3 days.
You know what's amazing to me? Every single parent in the last 7 years, when you say, walk us through what happened from the beginning, they know the exact date.
Yeah, you could never forget that day.
That something went wrong. And the rest of us go about our lives,
I don't
like
remember what I did yesterday. So
it's Thursday, December 4th. You know what? I had to look to tell you
Yeah.
what date, because it's, we go about, everything's fine, but you remember the exact second something's wrong with your kid.
Yes, absolutely. But they make it so effortless. Like when we got here, it was just one test after the next. They just took her, and it just was so smooth that we could actually breathe even though we weren't breathing. It's just something that you're in a daze. So they actually take you by your hand and do what you need done so that you can be taken care of. And the same time, you're in this panic mode, so you just go with it. So it's wonderful that they're right there for you, and they just run you through everything so smoothly.
So it's been a year now.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're actually
Over a
1 year completely cancer-free from her last chemo. So we see Dr. Reed tomorrow, for her year follow-up.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And what's it like? I mean, just knowing that you're in such good hands and being here, like you said, it was effortless, but I mean, you just have to be so grateful to the doctors and the nurses here.
Oh, we're so thankful. I mean, the nurses are so compassionate. And I know being a nurse, you're not supposed to be so compassionate because you get attached, but they're like family, and they work so hard to make the kids feel like they're not in the hospital. Little luau's in the hallway, making, hula skirts out of yellow gowns, just fun stuff. And they do so many different things for the kids. It's just amazing that we don't feel like we're at a hospital. We would put on Facebook, we're going to our second beach home for, a week, because we spent weeks at a time here for 9 months. So it's just, they're like family.
So Faith, what's it been like to get back to normal since you've been now considered cancer-free since your last? What's normal life for you now?
School.
And do you do any activities? Are you allowed to do activities with this? I mean,
I can do just swimming.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do any compact sports, so like soccer, basketball, all that stuff is like out of the picture.
but what year are you in? Are you in high school now?
Yes.
So you still get to have all the fun of high school and get back to being normal now.
Yeah.
And All Children's helped you get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you can tell that you're like a normal teenager now, because you're like, all right, come on, I got to get back to my Instagram account, boring adults. Well, we're so glad that you're okay. And you know what? The thing is that years ago, people gave money, which led to advanced treatment, which
Yep.
led to Faith being cancer-free.
Yep.
So, Mom, maybe you could, what would you say as we kind of wrap things up here? What would you say to that person that's in their car right now, or that mom that's listening to us at home that's kind of on the fence? What would you say to them to push them to the other side so they pick up that phone and help us?
I would say if you smoke, if you drink soda, just give up that one soda, that one cup of coffee, that one donut, and donate. That one little donation times 100 makes so much difference. And we're thankful because if they didn't have the products that they have for any type of condition for children, Faith wouldn't have her leg right now. So we're thankful for the surgeons and the studies they do, and finding a cure. So just give that $1, $2, a cup of coffee. Just do without that for one day, and make one child or two children healthier for the future.
Because on March 27th, you said? Of
26th.
26th in 2013. On March 25th, 2013, you had no idea that you would have gone on this journey.
None at all.
And somebody could be sitting in a car right now and be wondering whether they should donate. And you never know when tomorrow is going to be a different day.
You don't know what tomorrow brings. So, if like those country songs say, live like today's your last day. It's for everybody. It's not just for us. It's for everybody. And you really don't know until you're there, and then you're thinking, oh, wow. So absolutely, if you could help and help the children, I say help. Call. Please call.
1-800-270-8642. 1-800-270-8642. I know there's 45 more of you that want to help us so that we can hit our goal. And I'm telling you, every single cent stays here. It's tax deductible, and it all adds up. It's Travis and Jenny live from All Children's Hospital on Tampa Bay's New Country Leader US 1035.